November 21st, 1916, a chilling morning in the Aegean Sea. The Britannic, a colossal vessel, hits a mine and begins its descent into the icy depths. The Britannic was not just any ship. She was the Titanic's younger sister, a behemoth of steel and iron, boasting an impressive length of 882 feet. Her journey had been smooth, her passengers blissfully unaware of the lurking danger. Then, a sudden jolt. The ship shuddered as the mine detonated, ripping through her hull. The crew, seasoned and battle-hardened, sprang into action. Orders were barked, lifeboats readied. Panic was quelled, courage summoned. But the Britannic was mortally wounded. She was taking on water, fast. Engineers scrambled below deck, desperate to stem the tide. Pumps whirred, men sweated, but it was a losing battle. The Britannic was sinking, and they had precious little time. As the water rushed in, the ship creaked and groaned, her fate sealed. But to understand the Britannic's fate, we must go back to her origins. Born in the shipyards of Harland and Wolff in Belfast, the Britannic was the third ship in the class of ocean liners known as the Olympics. She was intended to be the crown jewel of the White Star Line's fleet, promising unparalleled luxury and comfort to the Edwardian elite. Yet her destiny was not to be one of opulence and grandeur, but one of service and sacrifice. The Britannic was still under construction when the world was plunged into the chaos of World War I. The war effort needed every available resource, and the Britannic was no exception. She was requisitioned by the British government and transformed into a hospital ship, her luxurious interiors replaced with rows of beds and operating rooms. Her maiden voyage was not a glamorous transatlantic crossing filled with the toast of society, but a mission of mercy. She was charged with transporting wounded soldiers from the front lines back to the safety of British shores. It was a noble purpose and one that the Britannic fulfilled admirably. However, her service was not without peril. The waters of the Aegean Sea, where she sailed on her fateful last journey, were a dangerous battleground. Mines were scattered like deadly confetti, a silent menace beneath the waves. The Britannic, with her distinctive Red Cross markings, was supposed to be safe from attack. But the sea doesn't play by the rules of war. And so, as the Britannic embarked on her sixth voyage as a hospital ship, she sailed unknowingly into the jaws of danger. The Aegean Sea, with its sparkling azure waters and picturesque islands, was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Beneath its beauty lay a deadly trap, waiting to be sprung. A voyage that began with promise was about to end in tragedy. Back on the sinking Britannic, time was of the essence. As the ship began its descent into the icy depths, the crew sprang into action, their faces set in grim determination. The air was fraught with tension, the silence punctuated by the creaking of the ship's hull and the distant cries of panic. But amidst the chaos, there was a sense of unity, a shared purpose that transcended their individual fears. They were in a battle against time, a race to evacuate as many souls as they possibly could. The crew's bravery was a beacon in the dark, their actions a testament to their unwavering duty. They moved with precision, a well-oiled machine amidst a maelstrom of uncertainty. Lifeboats were lowered, women and children ushered aboard with firm yet reassuring hands. Yet, the chaos on the decks was a stark contrast to their calm resolve. As the ship listed heavily on one side, the lifeboats became death traps. The powerful undercurrent created by the ship's propellers sucked them in, turning the supposed sanctuaries into coffins. The sea, once a symbol of freedom and adventure, became a maw of death, swallowing the lifeboats and their occupants without mercy. And yet, in the face of such unimaginable horror, the crew did not falter. Their courage did not waver. Their resolve did not break. They continued their efforts, their actions a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They were not just seamen. They were guardians, protectors, heroes in the truest sense of the word. But even heroes have their limits. Even they cannot outrun the cruel hand of fate. As the ship sank deeper, as the cries of the lost echoed in the cold night air, they were forced to face a harsh truth. The lifeboats, their last hope of survival, were now a source of danger. In a cruel twist of fate, those trying to escape found themselves in even greater peril. As the Britannic slipped beneath the waves, the survivors watched in horror. Chaos reigned as the once majestic ship succumbed to the icy depths of the sea. In her final moments, the Britannic seemed to groan under her own weight, the sound echoing through the air, a haunting testament to the tragedy unfolding. The crew and passengers fought against time and tide. Lifeboats were launched, filled with those fortunate enough to escape the ship's rapid descent. Despite the terror and confusion, there was a sense of unity, of shared humanity in the face of impending disaster. Every man, woman, and child fought for survival, lending a hand where they could, comforting those in shock and clinging to the hope of rescue. Soon, the unimaginable happened. The Britannic, once a symbol of opulence and human achievement, disappeared beneath the Aegean Sea. A chilling silence descended, punctuated only by the cries of the survivors and the distant tolling of the ship's submerged bell. The rescue of survivors was a Herculean task. Ships in the vicinity rushed to the scene, their crews working tirelessly to haul the survivors aboard. Despite their best efforts, the loss of life was substantial. Over 30 souls were lost to the sea that day, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. In the immediate aftermath, the world was left reeling. The sinking of the Britannic, coming so soon after the loss of her sister ship, the Titanic, sent shockwaves through society. Questions were asked, fingers were pointed, and the maritime industry found itself under scrutiny like never before. The Britannic's wreckage, discovered many years later, serves as a stark reminder of that fateful day. Even now, explorers and historians dive to the wreck, piecing together the ship's final hours and paying their respects to those who lost their lives. In the end, the Britannic's story is one of human triumph and tragedy. It's a tale of bravery and resilience, of lives lost and lessons learned. The Britannic, once a symbol of human ingenuity, now lay at the bottom of the sea. The Britannic's story did not end with her sinking. Indeed, her tragic demise served as a catalyst for significant changes in maritime safety regulations. In the wake of the disaster, new rules were enacted to ensure that vessels of such magnitude were equipped with enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. These regulations also mandated rigorous lifeboat drills and reinforced the importance of prioritizing safety over speed. But the Britannic's legacy goes beyond policy change. In 1975, after years of speculation and search, the wreck of the Britannic was finally discovered. Resting nearly 4 kilometers beneath the surface of the Key Channel, the ship, despite her catastrophic end, was found to be remarkably well preserved. This discovery sparked a renewed interest in the ship and her ill-fated journey. Her story, like an underwater ghost, continued to haunt and captivate. The wreck became a magnet for historians, explorers, and maritime enthusiasts alike. Each new dive, each new piece of recovered memorabilia added another layer to the narrative of the Britannic. Her legacy evolved, transforming from a tale of disaster to a testament of resilience and human ambition. Despite the passage of over a century since her sinking, the Britannic's influence remains potent. She stands as a poignant reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human ambition. Her story has been retold in countless books, documentaries, and films, each iteration adding to the collective memory of a ship that was meant to be unsinkable. The Britannic, more than just a ship, represents a pivotal moment in maritime history. Her sinking changed the course of shipbuilding and safety regulations, ultimately shaping the future of sea travel. Her legacy continues to resonate, a testament to human ambition and the unforgiving power of nature. The Britannic, a testament to human ambition and the unforgiving power of nature, continues to captivate us to this day.